People ask me all the time to rate their teams. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to get to everyone, so instead, I'll teach you all the basics of how to build better Pokemon teams. So today, let's start demystifying the process of team building by breaking it down piece by piece. Starting with the core of competitive team building, cores. What is a core? Well, it's used to mean a lot of different things. Sometimes it's used to refer to a Pokemon that work well together offensively, sometimes defensively, and other times it's all about some other way they mesh, like a weather core. But generally, a core is essentially a group of Pokemon with natural synergy that work well together and center your team. Let's take a look at some examples. Take a look at the palance core we saw a lot of in Regulation B and C. Palafin, Arcanine, and Amoonguss. Essentially, these three are all great defensive switch-ins for each other. Water types resist or are neutral against several types grass is weak to, fire for grass for water, you get the idea. And all three reward switching Pokemon in and out, with Palafin getting its hero form, Arcanine intimidating opposing physical attackers, and Amoonguss recovering HP with Regenerator. Fire-Water Grass cores are something we see all over the place in different formats. Kyogre, Rillaboom, Incineroar in Sword and Shield, Heatran, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Rillaboom at Worlds this year, Kartana, Incineroar, Tapu Fini in Generation 7, I could keep listing them forever. Another classic is the Steel Fairy Dragon core, sometimes called the Fantasy core. Early last generation, the most popular version of this core was Excadrill, Togekiss, Dragapult. Again, they all cover for each other really well. Excadrill is immune to the poison type attacks Togekiss is scared of, and can hit the fairy types that threaten Dragapult. Togekiss is immune to the dragon type attacks that threaten Dragapult, and the ground type attacks that threaten Excadrill. Dragapult resists the fire type attacks that scare Excadrill, and electric type attacks that worry Togekiss. You get the idea. Fantasy core isn't as popular as the classic Fire Water Grass core, but it's been around for as long as fairy types, with Aegislash, Hydreigon, and Mega Mawile being extremely popular back in 2014. So, once you pick your core, you can throw basically any other Pokemon on there, right? Well, not exactly. Usually a core will be good at enabling a certain style of play. They're the backbone of your team. Looking again at our Palance core, because of the strong defensive synergy between our three Pokemon, Palance was extremely good at getting powerful but fragile Pokemon into position to do what they need to do. That's why you basically always saw Fluttermane on these teams, and why Pokemon like Chinpow and Baxcalibur were often seen as well. Team building a competitive Pokemon is insanely intricate, and trying to explain the whole thing in one video would be impossible, so make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next segment in this series where I talk about modes on competitive teams. If you have questions, ask them in the comments. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Thanks.